Heavy is the head that has to manage all of this.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel.
We're now incentivized to buy what we already buy.
Fumbling through college had me building.
I also got something done on the other side.
And that was right around, I would say, May, maybe, right before renewing the lease for this property.
Welcome to the channel, Martha.
Thank you for having me here.
Oh, I was going to say, I am getting up in their names, I'll tell you what.
Bills paid by other people, life was never this good. I had to step back.
Hey everyone, today I'm going to talk about YSL Woody. This person is actually affiliated with a rapper called Young Thug, who is supposed to be in charge of a group called YSL, or another term that they use is slime. Now, a lot of people have taken offense to the word slime, as it means to slime someone or snake someone, which in any form of side that you're on, whether it's gang, whether it's civilian life, no one likes to be backstabbed, essentially. And so this comes across as, you know, something that people do take offense to. No one is truly happy with the word itself, slime. However, YSL Young Thug, rapper, is a well-known artist, rap artist, and he has been jailed now for 2 years. YSL Woody, or Little Woody, was testifying against him in court. Now, although he tried to play as though he was unaware of what was going on, he did want his freedom, and so he did have to take the stand. And while he took the stand, he did say certain things such as, whatever I told you before is what I said, but I don't necessarily remember what I said. And so, you know, it comes to a point where it almost seems as though he is trying to deny that he remembers anything whatsoever, as though he had a real bad case of amnesia. But at the same time, he is also agreeing that whatever he had said previously is what he is going to state as the truth, although he stated that he does not remember anything that he stated. Now, you can take that with a grain of salt, right? Because if I drew a painting a year ago and I'm asked to recount everything on the painting, I may say that whatever is on that painting, I drew it, not knowing if it has been tampered with or the evidence has been compromised. And so, to be honest, I would say that it's a good defense to throw that out, because if he truly cannot remember or recall anything that had happened previously, then all the statements that he stated, although in the moment and although that should be most accurate, cannot necessarily be used as the defendant or the person or the witness is not necessarily able to recollect those moments and recall those situations. And so I say all that to say, a lot of people, including DJ Academics, is stating that Little Woody is going to go down as a snitch, which I would agree, but also someone who had implemented or aided in the jailing of Young Thug. But I don't agree with that. I don't agree that he aided in the jailing of Young Thug, because he stated that he forgot everything. I do believe that Young Thug has a good enough lawyer to where they will be able to get out from under that and get to a position of power. That statement from YSL Woody is only going to draw things out a little bit longer, a lot longer, but eventually it will not stand in court, as it's clear that he does not necessarily want to speak on the matter. It's clear that he may even be forced to speak on the matter to have benefits like freedom, right? And so if they're going to use the fact that he is a friend of Young Thug, they should also use the fact that they're holding his freedom against him in the court of law. And so on both sides, he is being dragged along one way or another. Now, with that being said, Little Woody has now been offered the bag. For anyone who doesn't know what the bag is, that just means he's being offered a lot of money, probably more than he's ever made in his life. Now, we all know people who grew up and didn't necessarily want to work or do anything, and they resulted to go into the street life in order to fulfill their wants and dreams, right? What they wanted out of the streets, who knows? And what they gained from it, who absolutely knows? I don't know. But what I do know is that YSL Woody was given $10,000 to $20,000 to do a 20v1 challenge. And that's essentially just him there as the one person versus 20 women, seeking his attention, seeking his love, seeking his affection, or maybe just trying to get more famous themselves. Now, he was paid in order to get up there and entertain the audience that is YouTube. And he stated something like, "Let me see your toes, let me see your feet," to almost all the women there, which is entertaining because you're having grown women essentially on camera taking off their shoes in order to impress you. And then that also states to how valuable you are as a person, where, you know, before you even get to know the individual, they're taking off their shoes in an effort to impress you. So people did find that interesting, funny, and I'm sure that video is doing massive amounts of numbers. Actually, let me go ahead and take a look and see what that video is doing. So if I go on YouTube right now and I type in, I actually don't want to get off that page, so let me open up another browser here. We're going to see that video did 2.5 million views in 6 days. So absolutely not bad. I think that's more views than my channel has entirely at this point. Now, if you're checking my music channel out, we've surpassed those numbers. So, you know, my link is in the description if you ever want to check out my music there. But yeah, I absolutely thought that was entertaining. I didn't necessarily watch everything just yet, but I do believe that I will watch it. It says 20v1 versus one comedian. So another thing that we just learned is Little Woody may also be a comedian. And, you know, rappers, comedians, artists, those type of people tend to, you know, get along or get out there. Maybe he'll be in a film with a Kevin Hart someday. And so all these things start to open up just by being affiliated with a famous rapper. So he got about $20,000 from that. And then he did 2 additional interviews afterwards, which would probably bring in $5,000 to $15,000 as well. So you can already start to see that he is making at least $50,000 from doing this little press run over a week's period of time. And I do believe that by a year's end, he would have amassed at least $250,000. Now, for all of you who are trying to calculate what $250,000 is, that's going to be $250,000, which is a lot more than he's made in a year in his entire career, right? In his entire life. So, you know, that's just something that goes and says, you know, is snitching paying these days? Are people actually truly being paid to snitch? Are people being rewarded for snitching? It seems in this case that he absolutely is, and that, you know, there are no repercussions, and I hope there are no repercussions. But growing up how I grew up, that's typically not the case. Typically, someone does retaliate. Typically, someone does want to get you harmed. But I also believe that Young Thug does not want that, right? I don't believe that Young Thug wants to see anyone harmed at this point in time. And if anyone is smart enough, they'll know to not do anything to Little Woody, as that would probably keep Young Thug behind bars a lot longer. And I don't think anyone wants that at this time. Now, if you like this video, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. You know I post every single day at 8 a.m. daily on YouTube and on Rumble. And I can't wait to see you on the next one. Peace.